So you've just finished a meal, maybe it was a sandwich, a bowl of pasta, or a plate of rice, and literally within 30 minutes your eyes feel heavy and your energy crashes and your brain turns to mush. Does this sound familiar? Well, here's the shocking truth. This isn't just about overeating, it's not just about being lazy. That post-meal crash is your body sending you a signal, and if you ignore it, it could quietly sabotage your energy, your focus, and even your long-term health. So in this video, let's break down exactly why you crash after eating carbs and how to eat for sustained energy instead. Hey there, I'm Matthew, I'm a qualified biochemist, and if you value health and nutrition tips backed by science, real science, you're in the right place. So if you've ever felt exhausted after lunch, or foggy after dinner, or feel like your productivity gets wrecked after what you eat, this video is for you. Let's dive into what's really going on in your body after that high-carb meal. When you eat carbohydrates, especially refined carbohydrates like white bread, pasta, or sugary drinks, your body breaks them down into glucose, sugar, which enters your bloodstream. Your blood sugar spikes, and in response, your pancreas releases insulin, the hormone that clears sugar from your blood and stores it in your cells. But here's the key. The big spike in blood sugar is often followed by a big drop, what scientists call reactive hypoglycemia. And guess what one of the main symptoms of that drop is? Yes, fatigue, brain fog, irritability, and cravings. It's basically your body's way of saying, we overshot here, let's get more sugar and fast. Which is why you might find yourself reaching for caffeine or sweet things right after a big carby lunch. Now, some carbs will hit your system fast and make things worse. These are called high glycemic index foods, and they're the main culprits in post-meal crashes. Let me give you a few examples. The aforementioned white bread, breakfast cereals, pastries and cakes, white rice, fruit juices, sodas or fizzy drinks, low-fat flavored yogurts. Even some healthy granola bars are on this list. You see, the faster the glucose hits your bloodstream, the harder your insulin has to work, and the more likely you are to crash later on. Now, it's not all bad news here. I do have some good news. You don't need to cut out carbs completely, but you do need to slow down the glucose rush in your body. And that is where protein, fat, and fiber come into the equation. You see, these three macronutrients act like traffic controllers. They slow down digestion and reduce the spike in blood sugar, helping you stay balanced. So instead of just toast in the morning, add eggs. Instead of just a big plate of pasta, add chicken and olive oil and toss in some greens. You see, it's not just about what you eat, it's about what you eat with it. This crash that you're having after a high-carb meal isn't just an energy problem, it's also a warning light. Chronic blood sugar spikes and crashes are linked to increased hunger, poor focus, insulin resistance, belly fat accumulation, a higher risk of type 2 diabetes. In short, feeling tired after carbs isn't just annoying, it could be a sign your body is struggling to regulate energy properly. So if you want to feel clear-headed and energized after eating, try this. Balance every meal. Always pair carbs with protein, with fiber, and healthy fats. So think salmon with sweet potatoes and broccoli, not just plain noodles. Secondly, time your carbs strategically. Have most of your carbs after movement, like a workout or a walk, when your muscles are primed to soak up glucose without big insulin spikes. Thirdly, go for slow carbs. Swap white rice for quinoa. Trade sugary cereals for oats with chia and nuts. Use berries instead of juice. And a bonus tip, go for a leisurely 10-minute walk after eating. This helps your muscles use the glucose right away, reducing spikes and crashes. So the next time you are struggling to stay awake after lunch, don't blame your motivation. Blame the meal. That crash isn't just a carbohydrate problem, it's a blood sugar problem. And with just a few smart tweaks, you can stay full, energized, and focused without cutting carbs completely. Well, if this episode helped you today, let me know in the comments below. And if you'd like to support the channel, please like, subscribe, and share with someone else who you think might get some value from this episode too. And while you're there, check out this other video right here.